Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Walking Dead Season 2. So, I've had a bit of a thought as far as what would have changed, and it doesn't seem like much would have changed. If we had tried to save Luke, I bet Bonnie would have fallen into the river, and then Luke would have been mad at me, and Luke would have been in the same position where he took off with Mike and Arvo. If we had not robbed Arvo, which honestly, in retrospect, didn't help any. The only drugs we had, we gave to the mother of AJ, and the mother of AJ died anyways. So if we hadn't robbed him, he wouldn't be mad at me, per se, but I'm sure Kenny would have still thought he was working with the rest of the group that was trying to rob rob us, and it would have been the same situation, I'm sure. Uh, so, yeah, I think it was always going to end up this way. It may very well have. Maybe if we played really badly, there wouldn't have been even uh, Jane. That is a possibility. Or there might not have been AJ. I doubt it. I think we'd probably still have AJ in the story. But yeah, if if it was just me and Kitty in the car right then, where we are at right now, that would be interesting. Okay, so most of the group took off on foot. We just have Clementine, the baby, Jane, and Kenny now, and we've run into a blockade of cars that might mean we are getting close to Wellington, or at least we found something. So let's continue the story and see what happens.
One of them might have diesel.
We shouldn't stop here.
We're running on fumes. Got no choice. When I holler it's okay, drive up closer. Anything happens, I'll try to meet you there. All right?
If you're going, go now.
Kenny.
Didn't even have a choice to say what I was gonna say.
That fucking asshole. God! I can't do this anymore. I'm serious, Clem. I tried, but I just can't.
Stop making him mad.
Everything makes him mad. How are you not seeing that?
Well, all you're doing is just making it worse.
You're just like him. Clem, we could leave. Right now.
Are you serious? What about AJ?
Look, I know you're close to him, but Kenny would never let him go. This is our chance, Clem. Don't you ever want to know what it's like to live your own life?
That would be kind of starting this whole story over again.
It's snowing. Why are they moving?
They must not be cold enough yet. Fuck! Get us out of here!
I don't know how to drive.
See that pedal on the floor?
Step on it.
Don't just sit there! What are you...
Jesus!
Oops. Messed that up.
Fuck, get out of there! The door is stuck! Shit! Shit! There are more of them! Move! Clem! Clem, hurry! Get out! Jane! Hurry! Jane, wait!
So, do we head for
Jane!
Jane, or do we try to just get to the stupid rest stop? Not a big surprise I end up on my own. I'm really enjoying this gun, though. Notice there's been a lot less quick time events in this season than in the previous, and because it's just all gun action, it's just right trigger, and I love it. Can't see for diddly. Seems like we're gonna run into this situation where the zombies might not actually be affected by the coldness. But if I can't see, maybe they can't see. Try to just stay in one direction. We're moving towards the right. I imagine if you moved in any direction or just took enough steps, you would end up in the same place. I have really messed up Clementine's life here. I mean, what can you say, but she's been shot, she's cold, she's alone. Screwed up quite a lot of stuff. Am I supposed to be doing something with this over here on the screen? I'm just gonna wander in the snow. Hey, I made it to something. Yeah, I'm sure you would have made it there no matter where you walked. Walking 1 mile in the snow. You want to talk about? That doesn't make a lot of sense. So they're doing some artistic licenses here of having it so we walked in 1 mile in the snow, not realistic at all.
Jane? Kenny?
You alright?
Yeah,
Where is he? Where's the kid?
he's with her.
You left him with her? Jane? Jane!
He's just gonna run off.
Wait,
Oh, thank Christ.
Is that a walker?
Jane, you okay? Where's the kid? Jane, where is he?
oh my God. He's...
What are you saying? No. No!
No, not again. Not again.
Clem, look at me. No matter what happens, just stay out of it. Okay? Just trust me, Clem. You have to trust me. You're gonna see what he really is.
We're gonna come to the decision. So the baby's, she's hidden it somewhere.
Get out of my way.
Kenny?
How could you kill a fucking child?
I didn't kill him! It was an accident, Kenny!
I won't back down from you, Kenny.
Shut up!
I'm warning you.
Kenny, let her talk!
I'm done talking, Clem.
Clem, stay back. Don't you come near me, you son of a bitch.
Kenny! Get the fuck off!
Fuck you!
Stop! Please!
I'm ready
Let
to just shoot both
go!
of these.
Jane! Asshole!
Fucking!
Oh my God! This is all your fucking fault!
Piece of shit!
Just go.
I ain't going nowhere.
Fine. Fucking psycho!
This is on you! kill you.
That's fucking deal, huh? Stop! It's over! Listen to me!
Get her off! You fucking baby killer!
God damn it!
She's the aggressor, really.
I'll fucking kill you!
I knew you would!
I think she's playing tricks anyways.
Fuck you!
I think the baby's fine.
Kenny!
AJ. He's gone, Clem. She just... How could she do that? Oh, Jesus. He's gone. He's...
Hey, let's do it.
Do it. Just do it.
I'm getting what I want. I guess. I want to survive. And they've all become dangers. I knew, too. It wasn't not even that. I knew what she was doing. I knew she started this fight. And I let her die for her stupidity. And I let him die for his stupidity. Because we don't need stupid people.
There, EJ. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I guess I got the ending I wanted, as sad as it is. Nine days later. Just frozen on the side of the road. Why is it not snowing? Hey, I got my axe back. I'm confused about the snowing part. You know, I feel a real sense of pride here. In my twisted, strategic planning, in my completely unemotionalness. I feel like I've helped her survive. And we are left with just the silent Black ending. My choices for selflessness, me and 15.8% of players went for cover and didn't protect the baby. Wow, boy, did I not side with the majority there. You and 50% of the players did not try to help Luke, so that's about an even thing. Loyalty. Uh, you and 94.1% of players didn't ask to leave with Mike. Hmm. So almost nobody chose to go with Mike. Uh, survivalism. You and 69.7 of players shot Kenny. I don't think most people knew that uh, the baby was still alive. I would say probably half of those 70% or so didn't know the baby was still alive. And you and 22.7% uh, ended up alone with AJ. Interesting. So, not a lot of people played like me. Not a lot of people at all. And it does definitely, particularly at the end, point to thought of going back and rewinding and choosing Kenny, uh, choosing Jane. Maybe we could have been even with some other people. I don't see how though that there would be any other people. Uh, so, where does this put the story? Is the question. Uh, let's see. I feel like probably that uh, probably the first season was better than the second one. There was definitely missed something, not really like the first season and the second season. I'm trying to Google the endings uh, to see which ones we could have possibly happened. So now I'm saying a lot because I can't focus on doing two things at the same time without it becoming blatantly impossible. The first section, the second episode, not a lot mattered in what happened in that. It wasn't because we met with the group and the only person who was even left with the group was Luke. So could Luke have made it to the end? Could we have negotiated it so everybody came? I think Kenny had to be the uh, one part of the bad guy because there was nobody else uh, that there possibly could be. I'm scrolling through. Come on, get down to the bottom. Here we go. So, according to Wikipedia, there are a total of 5 different endings you can receive for your actions in No Going Back. The main endings involve being with Jane and AJ at Howie's Hardware, determinedly along with a family of 3 that arrive at the same day. Okay, so we could have gone back to Howie's Hardware with Jane instead of going to Wellington. And it seems like going north didn't help anything because I was in the snow there. And then I wasn't in the snow. But that was probably just an ending that might have ended up either way. Uh, the next option is being alone with AJ at Wellington, being with Kenny and AJ, or being alone with AJ in an unknown location. Throughout all of these endings, the only constant are the survivals of both Clementine and AJ, who was revealed to be alive following uh, Jane and or Kenny's death. So, what did I choose wrong that would have had me been in the unknown location? Because I didn't show up at Wellington. That is the one part that makes no sense. Was it just my question about Mexico? And it's not really giving us, it didn't give us a full wrap up like the first season. The first season specifically laid out each possible endings, and it didn't happen then. So, I do feel like the ending with, I normally wouldn't do this, but I do feel like it is worth it to go back one chapter, and we'll just do right there.
How could you kill a fucking child?
Let's
didn't kill him.
choose.
It was an accident, Kenny! I won't back down from you, Kenny.
Shut up!
Jane, don't. Just don't. I'm not letting this crazy fuck anywhere near me, Clem.
I don't need permission.
So now we're gonna choose Jane.
Don't you come near me, you son of a bitch.
Kenny! Get the fuck off!
Fuck you!
Let go! Jane! Asshole!
Fucking dare!
Fuck you!
Gonna let him beat on it.
Oh my god!
Didn't change
This is all
anything.
your fucking fault!
Now I guess if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have gotten up. And I might have killed
Just
Jane.
go.
I ain't going nowhere.
Fine.
Kenny, can we all just talk? Just sit down and talk!
Words ain't gonna fix this.
Ugh.
I'll fucking kill you.
Ugh. That fucking feel, huh? Had enough! Listen to me!
Get her off!
Crazy fuck!
Fucking baby killer!
So,
Damn it!
what to say about the story? I guess as we should just go here.
I'll fucking kill you!
It,
I knew you
unlike the first season, there really wasn't a lot that was going to change.
Fucking
So do I get the choice to shoot Jane here? I like the multiple endings here, but they didn't lay it out in the menu and explain that there were multiple
Are
endings.
you okay?
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
She basically just forced
Clem,
him to shoot her.
you made the right choice.
Wow.
I let you down. I let everyone down.
Why did you make me do this?
I'm sorry, Clementine. We almost made it. We were close, weren't we? I thought I wanted this. Asked for it. So many times. Now that it's happening,
This is better writing, too.
I'm scared. I'm afraid, Clem.
It's okay, Kenny. You're going to see Katja and Doug. You're going to see them again.
Oh, you're always good for a smile.
See, there's still a whole point here where you should just shoot Jane. She caused conflict and danger. For no reason. Just to prove a dumb point.
Oh my god, AJ! Oh my god. Are you okay? He's alive.
I understand if you're upset. AJ was never in any danger. I was just going to try to talk you into coming with me. I just thought if you saw Kenny like that, you'd know we'd have to leave him. Look, Clem, I'm sorry. I didn't think Kenny would go that far.
Upset? You're fucking crazy. How could you do this?
I had to do it, Clem. You saw how he reacted. I had to show you what he was capable of.
So you put AJ in danger and got my friend killed just to prove a point?
It was a stupid... I should never have lied to you. But I thought it was the only way you'd see.
Oh my god. Kenny.
You have to forgive me. Please. We can just leave all this behind us. Please. I did it for you, Clem.
I wouldn't
For
say
us.
this, but
We're free now.
I want to
forgive
forgive
you,
it
Jane.
just so we get to
Thank
the
you.
other ending. I
Thank you,
wouldn't
Clem.
forgive her. That was just
You were right
plain
about
dumb.
Kenny. All along, you knew what he was gonna do.
It's over now, Clem.
That's not
Let's just
realistic.
put all this behind us.
It's so ridiculous. So I'm not going to go through every single ending here. We could see how if I didn't forgive her, maybe I would end up alone at Wellington then. Yeah, I guess that would make more sense. It's nice that you can rewind to the end, but mostly I just want to stick with it. I imagine on season 3, whatever ending we get to
Can't
will
see much
just
from
get
here. Come on.
erased very quickly. Same as with Omid and Krista, which we never got an explanation for that. That is just a horrible problem right there. That they got rid of Krista and for no reason whatsoever.
I don't know how you were able to watch that.
Let's keep moving.
Why
Here's
aren't
the
there
food.
any zombies
Clem, this formula.
going to the...
Bonnie was right. The greenhouse is in good shape. You know, maybe we should stay here a while. See how it goes.
Just stay behind me.
Clem, come
And
on.
we have 3 new characters showing up.
They don't look armed.
This your place?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah? Why?
We need help.
My boy, he ain't doing so good.
What's wrong with him?
Look, don't worry. He ain't bit. Just hungry. We've been walking for weeks. Ran out of food a couple days back.
Your boy?
That your kid? Where you girls been?
Why do you care?
Whoa, I didn't mean nothing by it.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, sure. We're all walking a tough road.
Keep your eye on him.
This place needs a lot of work.
Yeah?
Yeah, we could help you.
There's not that much food left.
Please. We won't make it another night out here.
Man, this is way more choices.
Look, I know you don't know us, and I know a lot of people out here say a lot of things, but I'm asking you, as a father, please, don't turn us away.
I don't know, Clem. It could be anybody. Do we really want to go through this again?
Yeah,
Please. Come in. Thank you.
wow, way more
Around the
decisions.
side.
Way more decisions.
You
That's
sure about this?
a flaw.
This place is a mess, and I don't know how long that food will last. It'll take a lot of work, and we don't know these people.
Maybe we can start something here, Jane. It's not much, but we'll make it better.
Poor Jane, she basically came running back to her own prison.
Just keep your eyes on him. We'll be fine.
My name's Patricia.
Jane,
Thank you, Jane.
don't mention it.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Cool hat.
Wow, there's way more dialogue.
Yeah, thanks.
That kind of sucks. That really sucks. Really, really sucks, I have to say. That one ending is so somber and quiet and all alone, whereas the next ending is several more minutes of a completely different story. Well, I certainly am not gonna sit here and just go through all the endings. Overall, season 2 is pretty good. The DLC is gonna be 3 episodes long, or 3 episodes, so probably about the same length. Episode 5 here didn't feel like it was a super long or super short episode. It seemed about as average as anything else. Maybe a little bit shorter than the other episodes. But then I do have to say episode 1 and episode 2 not really feeling like they were that important. That was kind of true in the first season too. We never saw Lee come back, so the whole art at the beginning of episode 5 was just a picture of a zombie basically. Nothing really happening there. I suspect there probably will be a season 3. They definitely, in season 3, need to tell different stories. Even though we've got a whole nother group together, it cannot be the situation of just the people all breaking out and acting exactly the same as the characters that we've seen in these 2 previous seasons. And they reused archetypes way too much. They should have had Callista be the mother of the baby. That was just silliness. Completely. If Callista had followed through the whole story, Krista, if I pronounce her name right, had followed us through the whole story, and we really knew it was her baby. And if Omid had replaced Mike, that would have been fine. Uh, there's so many other things I'm sure you could have done here, but they just needed to keep on introducing people, making you kind of like the people, and then killing them off to try and pull at your heartstrings. And as they kept doing that, we kept running into people who were carbon copies of the same thing. How is Nick exactly the same? Not exactly the same as Ben. There's no difference. I was glad to be rid of him. Sarah, let's talk about Sarah. Uh, she was not gonna make it to the end. She was gonna die, probably in that same episode. That you can definitely see that they're suffering from the fact that they're doing episodic episodes in this game. They need to just, instead of hiring 5 writers to write 5 episodes, they need to hire 5 writers to work together to write one game. Which maybe that's too many writers to write one game, but probably isn't, really. Uh, the one thing I want to put as a mention here, they absolutely should patch this into all of the Telltale games. This is a relatively new one, and it still does not have the ability to just go into like a story mode. If we could just go into story mode and either see the choices we've already made without having to push the controller, or just see what the canon story would be, because they need to pick a canon one anyways for the people that don't play season 2 but will play season 3. They can't really just randomize it, although they could. Maybe they did on this one. They said they were going to do that, but I don't believe that. I think there was a canon story if we had played without using a previous save file. Uh, so they need story mode so bad just to be able to sit here and watch it, because I would love to go back and watch the stories when I watch all the action when I don't have to hit QuickTime events. As for the QuickTime events, they fixed it. They fixed it a lot. Early in the second episode, there was tapping A button QuickTime events which were just too difficult. But by the 5th episode, we didn't have any tapping A button QuickTime events. It was all just pull the right trigger to shoot, pull the right trigger to shoot. In a zombie apocalypse, I think that is great. It's not a first-person shooter interface or anything. It's just get the cursor somewhere close to the point you're supposed to shoot, and then pull the right trigger. And I love that. That felt really good. Tapping A doesn't feel that good. Holding down A and swiping, dragging to the left or right or up doesn't feel like any kind of improvement. They need to really use the inventory system instead of just having, on a few episodes, you pick up about 5 things, and in 1 or 2 locations you can actually use those 5 items. They should just allow us to fill up our inventory with junk from the first episode, and still have it in episode 5, even if we never can use it for anything. Because then there would be this mystery about, what if I did still have the nail file at the end of the game? I would highly recommend everybody play this. There are definitely other endings that could be played. I'm sure most people are going to play a lot more compassionately and less survivalist than me. When we look at the choices, let's see, we have selflessness, risk, survivalism, and friendship. It feels like for each list, selflessness comes up like 3 times. But none of these being labeled by that, like there's no risk rating, or there's no loyalty rating that comes up. So it never adds up to anything, so it being labeled like that is kind of silly. In fact, We don't know what most of these choices are going to make. Let's go back and look. Uh, did you try to save Krista? Most people tried to save Krista. That had no effect at the end of the game. Killing the dog, no effect at the end of the game. Accept Nick's apology. Most people did accept Nick's apology. I don't know why. Uh, could we have gone a completely different route with Nick? I don't think so. Give the dying man water. Save Nick or Pete. I saved Pete. Hmm. So let's see. Took the blame for Sarah's photo. Sit at dinner. Told Water the truth about Matthew. They were kind of playing with the thought that you should always side with Kenny. Uh, and maybe that's what we should do next time. There isn't gonna be a next time, but I think I will play the ending a couple more times and just see it for my own personal thing. You'll have to buy the game to find it, to see the other endings, or you look on YouTube for other endings. I'm sure you could do that since you're watching this YouTube video. Hmm. Let's see. Shot Rebecca. Even even episode 4 decisions don't really feel like they made a big impact on what you were going to get to choose as far as the episode 5. And that's really the whole problem of the episodic things, is that they've, because it's episodic, they have to get the story to the exact same starting point at episode 5. So nothing you ever do in the first 4 episodes is really going to affect anything. It's just going to get mentioned in episode 5, and all your choices in episode 5 are the real things that are going to affect the ending. So basically, only episode 5 is the only part of the game that matters. And that's just wrong. And that's really where this whole episode thought needs to stop. Telltale did it because they were a small company and it made sense then, but they are growing very large. They have grown very large and they don't need to do it. I hope in their newest version of this game, Minecraft Story Mode, they will realize that little kids, fans of Minecraft, won't stand for that, and they will use that as a good point to stop doing episodic releases. It is the ultimate form of DLC and pre-ordering all combined. You're pre-ordering the entire game when you buy episode 1, then you're buying 4 pieces of DLC that are literally chopped out of the main story. And then they have the actual DLC after that, which is going to be the side story with Mahoney, three-part episodes, which should be its own standalone game, because even if it does somehow integrate to this main story, it's not going to really be part of the main story, is it? We know that. So that should be its own standalone game. I thought the 400 Days DLC for the first season should have been a standalone game. They probably would have gotten more sales that way, and it was so short it probably should have been a free demo or a free DLC. DLC, in my opinion, should more often not than not be free. Uh, a way to advertise the second season, a way to bring more people to buy the main game. Uh, but and maybe it was free. I don't know. So I can't really lob the insult or critique that the 400 Days DLC wasn't worth it, because I got it in a bundle. So I'm not upset that I have it, but I am a little upset that they spent the time and effort to make that DLC, and the first season's episode 5 was very short. This season's episode 5 was a little bit longer, and it felt long enough. All the episodes felt long enough. A lot of some of the newer games, Game of Thrones and Tales from the Borderlands, the episodes seem kind of short, uh, considering. And because they're the newest things, I have to wait between episodes, which is annoying. Good news for the fans of Walking Dead series, this is all out. You can get it now. You can play it now. Let me know down in the comments how your story turned out, or how you disagree with my choices, or how you agree with my choices on my main story, not the second replay of the ending, because I really wouldn't have chosen to go with her. Uh, I mean, that's just crazy. It is totally crazy to get into a fight with somebody you'd think might kill you. To, uh, anyways, so that's it for The Walking Dead. I have a lot of other series that have been recorded, and a lot of other games that will be recorded, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you watch some of those. How you can see what games I've covered is you can click on my name Rydo, that gets you to my main YouTube page, and there's a playlist tab. Click that, you will see there's a playlist for every single game I have covered or are covering right now. Uh, Watch some of those. Help me get more views. I am a relatively new YouTuber, and I can use every single subscriber, every single view I can get for videos. I need every single like. I need every single share. It really would help. Uh, and comments help too. And it helps if you watch every second of my videos too. Most people don't know that about YouTube. If you watch the whole video, it is considered a better video than if you only watch the first minute and then stop it, close the tab, or uh, browse away. Also, it would be greatly appreciated if you could support me financially. This is my only job. This is the only thing I do. To do that, you again click my name Rydo to get to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you click that and make a donation, I would very much appreciate it. Also, I'm on social media sites like Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, Google+. You can friend me on Steam. You can friend me on battle.net. There's a whole bunch of links down below to each one of those. Click on those, follow me on those. That helps you see when I have new videos out, and it helps me with each of those services get more uh, popularity. I release new videos every Monday through Friday of a lot of different games. Go check some of them out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through with this. Have a good evening.